I'm Kevin Brennan. A few of my accomplishments are I've been fortunate enough to be a two-time world champion, one in IHRA in 2014, one in NHRA in 2015. That was probably my biggest season ever. I was able to win the All-Stars, the division, and the World Championship in NHRA that year. Um, I've won 3 division championships in total, 2 in NHRA, 1 in IHRA. I've won about 10 12 Wallies counting my championships. Um, my first big check win was when I was 17 years old at Mooresville. It was a 5 grander. I've won some other big races, big checks. I won 10 at Super 7, a 7 at Super 7. I was able to win the Wasco 5-day championship. The last year it was at Bristol. I won a 20 grander at the Fling, a 10 grander at the Loose Rocker event, and a 25 grander at the Million.
I have been really fortunate over the course of my racing career. I've won a lot of races, been in a lot of big situations, had a ton of success. But I'd say the highlights for me, certainly my 2 NHRA World Championships in Super Comp in 2013, Super Gas in 2014. Certainly, without question, winning the Spring Fling Million in 2017. Also won Indy, won Super Comp at Indy in 15, which was actually in the midst of this crazy, ridiculous, I believe it was 29-round winning streak in NHRA Super Comp competition that I don't know has ever been duplicated. Don't know that ever will be. Definitely one of my proudest moments. And also won the JEGS All-Stars in Super Gas in 2015 as well. So I would say those would certainly be my highlights, my crowning jewel, so to speak.
Talk a little bit about how I got into racing. My mom raced, my dad raced. I've been at the racetrack from the day I was born. Been around it all my life. That's what I do every Saturday. A lot of times, multiple days during the weekend. But my mom and dad's the one that got me started. My wife now races with me. I met her at the racetrack. So pretty much my whole life has been involved around racing and friends and family. So that's where I get it from. I love it and wouldn't change it for nothing.
Yeah, earliest racing memories for me, it goes back to Texas Raceway in my youth. I say that I grew up there, and that's not far from the literal truth. Spent a lot of time at that place racing with my dad, watching my dad race, and at the time was so fortunate, and I didn't realize how fortunate I was in the moment. On any given Saturday night out there, it was when we first moved there, Scotty and Edmund Richardson, before they'd moved to Tennessee, and then after that, and during that time too, Jeff and Jeremy Heffler, Jeff and Robbie Lopez, Tommy Phillips, Nathan Martin, Frank Kahutek, like just go on down the list of great racers that were subject to be there on any given Saturday night. And in retrospect, like I got to know those guys and pick their brain before I ever was even old enough to take the wheel of a race car. And again, looking back now, the information that they shared with me and directly, and just being able to watch them do their thing and do what they do so incredibly well, it put me so far ahead of the curve, so to speak, when I actually took the wheel myself.
So what brings me to Elite here? I love being able to work alongside Luke, one of the racers that I have so much respect for, and he's helped me so much. But to be able to work inside this group with such dedicated racers that are trying to take their racing to the next level, to be able to give them advice and situations that I've been through, to be able to help them when their cars having issues or trying to make their car as good as possible, to be able to just work alongside of you guys, and then to see y'all be successful and go out there and just kick butt all year long. That's one of the best things for me. I get so much out of seeing y'all guys do well at the racetrack. That just is a great feeling to me, and that's why I love working with you guys. And I hope the bigger the group gets, the more success we can have. Thank you guys.
Oh, it's bringing it. It completes the full circle for me. I talked about how fortunate I was to grow up where I did and when I did and be surrounded by the talent and the wisdom that I was in that area. And the development of ThisIsBracketRacing.com, and then more recently This Is Bracket Racing Elite, allows me the opportunity to, again, come full circle and share a lot of that same knowledge that I picked up from those racers that came ahead of me, in addition to what I've learned and experienced from 25 plus years of doing it, in the trenches, and to be able to share that knowledge, that experience with a group of racers that is every bit as passionate about this sport as I was when I started and have continued to be for the last 25 years. If you can't tell in my voice, yeah, this thing is it's pretty special to me.